Hello, everyone. This is Richard and Vander.
Hey,
Um, New podcast starting. We're going to do a little reaction video, kind of, in the beginning.
kinda,
Um,
pretty much.
Separate video, probably. But we just thought we'd introduce ourselves. This is our first one called Cryptic Concepts. We're sponsored by Super VR. You can find us on YouTube, Super VR, and Instagram, and TikTok, and all the major
Anything you want to look at, we're
stuff.
probably there.
Um, we'll do our best to try to answer any kind of comments or anything like that you guys have if we see them. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much
And pretty
it.
much about it,
We're just buddies who got bored, basically,
and
and
love to talk about it.
we like to talk about stuff. It's going to be about like across the board
Everything. It
everything.
doesn't really matter what it is.
Yeah, yeah. So join in. If you guys want us to talk about something specific, let us know, and we'll do our best to learn whatever we can.
If you have information on what we're talking about, wouldn't mind the information.
Yep,
Open to any.
absolutely. Um, but yeah, we'll start off with this video first and let you guys watch it with us. We may pause in between depending on what we hear or listen to, but I guess let's get this started.
Oh, snap.
Oh, and by the way, this is from Unexplained Mysteries. Um, they have 1.9 million viewers. But yeah, we'll check this out.
Memorandum 6751 is an interesting document that was released online by the FBI. It is quite a challenge to come across, but the aforementioned document is part of a vast collection of thousands, although it stands out due to its distinct nature. What sets it apart is its intricate exploration of enigmatic entities, advanced technological advancements, and intriguing gateways. The documentation was released in 2015 and has been used by researchers into the unknown as proof that we know of advanced beings. The document reads as follows. San Diego, California, July 8, 1947. A memorandum of importance. This memorandum is respectfully addressed to certain scientists or distinction to important astronomical and military authorities, to a number of public officials, and to the FOM publications. The writer has little expectation that everything of importance will be accomplished by this gesture. Nevertheless, it seems a public duty to make it available. The present writer has several university degrees and was formerly a university department head. A very serious situation may develop at any time with regard to the flying saucers. If one of those should be attacked, the attacking plane will almost certainly be destroyed. In the public mind, this might create near panic and international suspicion. The principal data concerning these craft is now at hand and must be offered.
Okay, look at that, number one.
Number one.
Part of the disc carry crows. Is that crows? Others are under remote control.
Crows must be people.
What people though?
Well, whatever species had that ship. Crows could be just,
Like our name for it.
yeah, yeah. Because you gotta
Look at
think.
that, number three. Those visitors are human-like but much larger in size.
See, I believe it. Because there's ever since videos and everything come out, they always say aliens are about the same body style. It's like
Right, right,
about they have
right.
2 arms and 2 legs,
Yeah,
maybe a bigger head,
yeah,
big black eyes. This
yeah.
is stereotypic, right? So I feel like they were just trying to get us ready for actually meeting them.
But they're bigger. This was in 47. So, oh dude, how much bigger have we gotten since 47? What
Huge.
if we're half reads?
Ah, that would be crazy. Yeah. Or what if
Dude,
they? Yeah. What about number 6 up there?
yeah, the bodies of the visitors and the crabs also automatically materialize on entering the vibratory, probably ratio
Yeah.
of our something matter. don't know.
It could be an O, it could be a C. I was trying to figure that out myself.
Yeah.
But, see, maybe that's why not everybody sees them. Or it's always fuzzy when we run across them. Because you never get real clear videos.
And this is a declassified document from the FBI.
Oh, of course. They ain't gonna declassify something too much.
This is a little too much.
Not too much. This is something they're willing to let go. This is the tip of the iceberg right here.
They're basically saying though that we are visited, and they know this.
Yes.
By other beings from another dimension.
Oh, of course. They probably have contact now and way to actually talk back and forth. This is whenever we were just visited.
Okay, let's keep going.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll explain.
I hope so.
But no matter how fantastic and unintelligible it may seem to mind not previously instructed in timing of this type. 1. Part of the discs carry crews. Others are under remote control. 2. Their mission is peaceful. The visitors contemplate settling on this planet. 3. These visitors are human-like but much larger in size. 4. They come from their own world. 5. They do not come from any planet as we use this word, but from another planet which interpenetrates with our own and is not perceptible to us. 6. The bodies of the visitors and the craft also automatically materialize on entering the vibratory ratio of our dense matter. 7. The disk possesses a type of radiant energy, or a ray, which will easily disintegrate any attacking ship. They re-enter the Earth at will, and so simply disappear from our vision, without a trace. 8. The region from which they come is not the astral plane, but corresponds to the lokes or tails. Students of this matter will understand these terms. 9. They probably cannot be reached by radio, but probably can be by radar, if a signal system can be devised for that. We give information and warnings and can do no more. Let the newcomers be treated with every kindness. Unless the discs are withdrawn, a redacted with which our culture and science are incapable of redacted. A heavy responsibility rests upon those who are in authority to understand this matter." End quote. An interview with an individual named Billy featured on the next page, in which it details a boy called Billy who happened to photograph one of these strange objects, and which details that afterwards a strange agent decided to pay him a visit. The document reads as follows. The photograph in this clipping is alleged to represent a flying disc, which was observed by Billy Turenstein, a Norfolk schoolboy who was successful in photographing the object with his small camera. Billy was interviewed on August 8, 1947 by Special Agent Redacted, at which time Billy informed that the original negative was given by him to a Mr. Brown of the Photo Craftsman Service. Billy advised that he has an agreement with Mr. Brown, whereby the latter will share equally in any profits derived from the use of the negative by commercial firms or newspapers. As of August 1947, Billy has not received any remuneration for the use of this negative. He informed me that he was sitting on the front porch of his apartment, which is located on the 3rd floor at 410 West. He had read numerous newspaper articles pertaining to flying discs and decided to sit on his porch in the hopes of seeing one and attempting to photograph it. On July 8, 1947, Billy observed a large black object moving rapidly through space, proceeding from the southwest to a northeast direction. He said the black object was followed by 2 smaller objects, which also proceeded in the same direction. Billy explained that the objects were moving at a very fast speed, which appeared to him to be much faster than the speed of an aeroplane, and further that the objects appeared to be extremely high. He said that they were much higher than the average plane travels in the city of Norfolk, and appeared to be above the clouds. Billy was unable to state what the black objects represented. He said, though that the objects were at such a great distance from him, that
it can't be too many. It's gotta be like the higher, but you gotta have a security clearance to know about this.
Yeah, this is FBI, so it's gotta be like every president, right?
If the president isn't a figurehead, he might be just what we get to see. He may not make all those decisions.
Well then the past FBI directors At least.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
sure, hands
So
down.
if all of these people know that this place actually exists
Mhm.
from these FBI documents, why is there so much question about like when the flight disappeared and stuff like that?
Because they had to cover it up.
Why?
What if we were?
That's what I don't understand. Like, why would you cover it up?
What if it didn't go well?
Why can't we go visit?
What if it didn't go well? What if they were supposed to go over there, but
yeah.
something happened and it was a catastrophic failure?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we're only halfway through the video, so.
Yeah, and it did explain all the questions we had earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully it has more answers.
Yeah. Let's see.
That it was not necessary that he raised his head in order to see them from his porch. He immediately turned around to obtain his camera and estimated that it took him approximately 20 seconds, at which time the discs were almost directly over his apartment, and it was necessary that he stoop and look up almost perpendicular in order to obtain the photograph, which accounts for the porch railing being shown. Billy pointed out that the day on which he took the photograph, the weather was hazy and somewhat cloudy. End quote. After this, Billy went on to say that once the object got closer, he could see that it was black and in the shape of a disc. What's interesting about these documents is that there's so many of them detailing the same thing, strange crafts that have been observed by researchers and scientists. It's documents like this that have led people to say that we've been studying these crafts for nearly 100 years now, yet the public are still being kept in the dark about what these things are, where they are coming from, and how they are able to achieve the things they do. The phenomenon of unidentified flying objects has captured the human imagination for centuries, leading many to believe that these enigmatic objects have visited Earth throughout history. One of the earliest recorded UFO sightings dates back to ancient Egypt, a civilization known for its meticulous documentation of events. Hieroglyphs on the famous Tuli papyrus, which dates back to the reign of Thutmose III in the 15th century BCE, describe a strange celestial occurrence. According to the text, fiery discs were seen in the sky, emitting a brilliant light and exhibiting unusual movements. The sighting was recorded with great detail, including the location, time of day, and the reactions of witnesses. This early account suggests that UFOs have been a part of human history for millennia, raising questions about their significance and the nature of their visits to ancient civilizations. The Annunciation of Ezekiel. In the Hebrew Bible's Book of Ezekiel, there is a famous account often cited as an early UFO encounter. Ezekiel, a prophet living during the Babylonian exile around 593 BCE, described a visionary experience in which he witnessed a wheel within a wheel descending from the sky. The text goes on to describe the appearance of strange beings and a vivid, otherworldly encounter. While interpretations of Ezekiel's vision vary, some researchers argue that his description bears similarities to modern UFO sightings, with the wheel within a wheel possibly representing a flying, saucer-like object. This early account adds to the intrigue surrounding UFOs' presence in historical texts and beliefs. The Nuremberg Celestial Battle. On April 14, 1561, the residents of Nuremberg, Germany, witnessed a baffling celestial event that became known as the Nuremberg Celestial Battle. The event involved the appearance of various aerial phenomena, including cylindrical objects, crosses, and spheres, engaged in what appeared to be a fierce battle in the skies. Witnesses described the objects emitting smoke and fire as they engaged in this mysterious aerial encounter. The Nuremberg Celestial Battle was documented in the local newspaper, and artists of the time produced detailed woodcut illustrations depicting the event. While some explanations suggest natural phenomena or atmospheric anomalies, others interpret the event as a possible early UFO sighting, raising questions about the nature of these aerial objects. The Foo Fighters of World War II. During World War II, military pilots on both sides of the conflict reported encounters with mysterious aerial objects known as Foo Fighters. These objects were often described as glowing orbs or spheres that followed aircraft, exhibited extraordinary speeds and maneuvers, and emitted strange lights. The sightings were reported in the war diaries of various Allied and Axis pilots, raising questions about their origin and purpose. While some explanations have suggested natural atmospheric phenomena or secret military technology, the true nature of these early UFO sightings remains elusive. The history of UFO sightings stretches back millennia, with accounts recorded in ancient civilizations, religious texts, historical records, and military archives. These early encounters with unidentified aerial phenomena challenge our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it. While skepticism and debate continue to surround these accounts, they provide a compelling glimpse into the enduring mystery of UFOs and their presence throughout human history. The study of UFOs represents a quest for answers, a desire to unravel the enigma of these unidentified visitors, and an exploration of the unknown that spans across the ages. So, what do you make of this mysterious document? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't
You just said at the beginning of this, if let's say one of those planes decided to try to get closer to one of those UFOs, it has guns on it and whatnot, would it not probably see it as a threat or an attack and eliminate the plane? So that's why we've never been able to get close to it?
No, because even the document said there was a section that said they were peaceful.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I don't think I still think if aliens wanted to attack, they would murder us from space, and we'd never know they were there.
Yeah.
You know, their technology is too advanced. We wouldn't even like. They could literally probably drop some sort of, I don't know, biological hazard on a planet that just gets rid of human DNA.
Yeah.
And the rest of the planet's completely safe and fine.
Oh, I'm sure they could, because we came up with viruses kind of close to that. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's so crazy that it's in FBI documents.
What if we can't have contact yet? Because kind of like you know how Europeans came over to America and killed off a lot of the natives over here because of the viruses they naturally had?
Yeah.
What if they have space viruses? Space viruses that would come back to us and like just wreak havoc. So they're trying to slowly figure out ways to introduce us so that way we don't get sick and die off.
Sure.
Like those cities.
Maybe. But
one thing I can make sense of. Because why would the world not be okay with aliens?
You're talking about like an opposite War of the Worlds thing. Because that was the whole premise behind the movie War of the Worlds. Yeah. Like they never caught the cold and we survived through it, so we killed them off. Which seems crazy to me anyway.
Kind of.
But it you would think they would know or be able to scan the same way we would to scan a room or something which may have a biological. I'm sure the CDC has some sort of precaution or way of scanning to see if some sort of bacteria or virus has been released on accident, you know?
True.
They probably have some sort of something like that.
I could see that. I could see that for sure.
But that's just us. Even if they don't.
Yeah.
Aliens probably would.
Yeah.
With the type of technology that they have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they'd probably know.
Yeah, true. They probably, and then they would probably been able to work out cures and stuff by now. With they probably have quantum computers and whatnot, so they're able to figure all that out. And
it's probably way beyond.
Yeah.
Whatever the next step is past quantum computer, which would be
instant.
I don't know. Instant's already quantum. I don't know if there's a next step after quantum or even something we can fathom that would be after.
Yeah, because at the moment I can't think of anything like they already think of so many different things at the exact same time.
It's weird though, but we like I remember in the late '90s we never thought we'd ever see a terabyte.
True.
You know.
Yeah.
And now there's petabytes.
Yeah.
You know.
Or even a phone in our pocket. Like a room like this used to be taken up for one computer.
Yeah.
And it was a calculator now.
right. Like solar panels charged.
Yeah, exactly. Like, damn.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the next step would be, because quantum computing, it deals with quantum mechanics, which is everything is one thing and one thing is everything, and also in every time at the same time.
Yeah.
So, in every place at the same time also. So I don't know what would be, beyond that, out of the simulation. That's what it'd be up beyond that. All right, well, thanks for joining us, guys.
All right.
You have
See
any
you next
questions?
time.
We'll see you next time. Well, the podcast coming out too. If you guys want to watch that, we'll go into depth about some things we want to talk about. But anyway,
It could be a lot of things. Never know.
Thanks for joining us.
I'll see you next time. Take it easy.